And the sprint in Austria is go as they move away in formation. Good start for Max Verstappen, better start for Sergio Perez to the inside, and the Mexican driver takes the lead. He goes past his teammate, but he was deep into turn one. Verstappen has the traction. They go side by side at the track that bears their name, but it's Perez who's got it. He moves up from second to first position, then it's Verstappen, then it's Lando Norris. It's getting tight between the Ferrari of Sainz. Oh, they're snaking on by, and there's a huge opportunity now for Hulkenberg. They're all over the road as they apply the anchor. Who got the power down? Max Verstappen takes the lead.
Yeah, and what was a little payback for Checo Perez, grinding him onto the grass as he came out of turn one.
Up to third goes Hulkenberg. It's very tight in the background. Hulkenberg looking to the inside of Perez now. He seems to have a great feeling in these conditions, Jolyon.
Where did Norris suddenly go? Because he was in that lead fight as the two Red Bulls went hunting into turn three.
Side by side, can he go around the outside? What a move from Hulkenberg to take the place away. Superb stuff as he moves up to second.
Look at Max firmly alongside him, and then he just gets a little bit of a weave out of Perez. And yeah, there'll be a conversation in the debrief afterwards on that one.
But Max is so late on the brakes. Look at Lando here, he's in third. I wonder if he does a full 360 or something, or does he just get anti-stall? He gets anti-stall, and he was looking to fight with the two Red Bulls out front, slows it down so much, can't turn, gets an anti-stall, and doesn't leave the corner.
He pushed me off, man. What the
Perez darting all around, trying to find a way by, still can't do it, and now it is a three-car battle for second place. We look further down the order on the left-hand side, where Lando Norris has got good traction as he heads to turn number 4, and Perez goes around the outside of Hulkenberg to finally make the move to take the place. And can Norris do the same thing? So Perez finally released. Great drive so far from Hulkenberg. We go on board with Lando Norris. Is he going around the outside of the Ferrari? No, because Charles Leclerc is going to the perimeter of the racetrack. We go on board with Carlos Sainz, who's trying to take his place in the top 3. Puts the foot to the floor, and then it becomes a drag race. The Ferrari easing past the Haas. Hulkenberg performing wonders in the first 13 laps of the sprint, but now it's Sainz going through up to third place. Is this the moment for Charles Leclerc, who won the Austrian Grand Prix 1 year ago? He was chasing Max Verstappen in the sprint here last year. It's been sent to the outside later on the brakes, but he still doesn't have the momentum. Does he have the switchback? Ocon, he's tried to defend this one, but now Leclerc very close, throws an elbow, takes the place, and still Ocon dives to the inside. Brilliant racing on the edge from these two.
Yeah, this is getting almost a street brawl, isn't it? You know, Leclerc opened the steering to sort of lean on the side of Ocon, and he still came back, and that puts him under pressure once again from Norris. And a mistake there from the Ferrari, runs wide. There's the opportunity for Norris.
And Norris goes through across the line. That one's been coming for a while. Leclerc trying time and time again to fight past Ocon. He couldn't do it, and now it's Lando's turn because of that wide moment at the final corner of the racetrack. And George Russell gambles. George Russell goes to the slick tyre. That's really slow off the corner for the Haas of Hulkenberg, and Stroll now has a chance to try and seize it. The Canadian driver pulls out of the slipstream, takes the position. Hulkenberg, though, will throw it late on the brakes. Hulkenberg can't respond, though, and Lance Stroll gets himself into the top 4 in the sprint race. Top 8 score points in the sprint race. Surely one of the most entertaining versions of this format we have seen, thanks to the weather, as Hulkenberg is lighting up the tyres there. Hamilton on the soft, Hulkenberg on the mediums.
Big call for Haas, big call for them. They're on for some points there. A decent haul, running 5th position, 4th or 5th, and taking that pit stop. Others are joining them. They're out of the points. They've got nothing to lose. For Haas, they had everything to lose from this, and they've gone with the gamble.
Hey, here we go with the two Mercedes drivers. So that's Lewis Hamilton being passed by George Russell, who got those tyres a lap earlier, and he now moves up to 14th position. But of course, if it does dry out, the intermediates are going to be degrading. You are going to be dealing with that. Stroll on the radio.
people putting switch on? No, it's into them.
So Hamilton has had those tyres a lap earlier, so they'll be up to temperature. Charles Leclerc coming under pressure. Hamilton trying to hog that dry line. They don't want to go too wide where it is wet from the central racing line. Traction race. Hamilton takes the place.
Yeah, Leclerc a little bit wide on the mediums, not up to temperature yet. everyone's raced for the slicks, but it's a tough one. He's got to make up so much pace still.
Hulkenberg returning to the points playing positions.
Here's George Russell dispatching of Pierre Gasly on the intermediates on the last lap. Easy move, can get towards the racing line and find the grip for turn 3. Norris with Hulkenberg just behind, and that's an easy move.
Simple pass for Hulkenberg, and Haas called the strategy right. They were going to fall into the clutches of others. They knew it. They went for the slick tyres, and Hulkenberg is up to 7th. Russell is chasing down Norris now for the last point.
He was running 4th, remember? He was running 4th, and now he's 7th, so it's not necessarily the right call with 8 seconds between Alonso and Ocon, but they're still going to get some points anyway. And here he goes towards 6th place, so this is now probably to where he would have ended up regardless for Hulkenberg.
Up to 6th for Hulkenberg. And here's how George Russell took the final point. It's Lando Norris ahead on the intermediate tyre. So when it becomes a traction race, that's the story. And that's the gamble that paid off for Russell. Max Verstappen comes out of the final corner to see the checkered flag first. Verstappen takes the sprint on the intermediate tyre. So we go back now to the Aston Martins, where Alonso is thinking about a move to the inside and backed out of it. He knows he's racing his teammate.
Yeah, I know, he's still pushing though on to turn 9. Gave Lance a bit of a chance there into 7.
And they will be formation flying over the line. Alonso settles for his position in 5th, and George Russell did pass Lando Norris on that last lap. So the gamble from out of the points. We go across the line. Verstappen, Perez signs the top 3. Stroll, and then Alonso. And look at this, coming across the line. It's side by side. Who gets it? That was super close. Ocon hangs on for 7th position. George Russell missing out by 9 thousandths of a second. Well, thanks for your company for this one. It has been a really intriguing race across the 24 laps of the sprint. Max Verstappen's taking it again, but my word, did we have a lot of action.